Tonight on the Vox Cascadia podcast, we have some sad news, and we have some. We have to defend something we love, and we're going to go through that in a bit. So first, to go off, gentlemen, welcome, Tyler, Connor. How you doing, buddies?
I mean, I'm yeah. You
go. Doing good. I had the final of my foot things today, so no more weird feet. Hopefully after this.
Great.
Yeah,
that's good.
And no longer dying. I still have a cough, but better.
Yeah, you somehow got me sick last week. I started to get sick in the middle of the podcast last week and got me sick through text message somehow.
My voodoo doll is working.
Yeah. What did you? So what did you like? Get some hair, or like beard clippings, or what'd you get for a voodoo doll for me?
All of the above. When I was at your place a couple weeks ago, I just was stealing stuff.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Yeah, which is weird. I don't know why I keep just like hair clippings around the house. I think it's because I wanted to be part of a voodoo doll someday. It's always been.
It was really weird that you had labeled it so well. Like you're like left side beard hair, right side beard hair. Like you even had it like on the vintage, like the year it was shaved and stuff.
It said actually it didn't say beard. It just said right side B hair. And so you can infer where that hair came from.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
same texture. You know.
Same texture, yeah. Just as thick. Tyler, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. A little worried about what we're having to defend tonight.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'm concerned. I'm going into this blind.
Let's get on to the sad part first. So it's been 22 years, and for 22 years we've tried to keep this from happening, and it finally found a way that Arsenal has won the Premier League. So I'm sad to report that for any of our fans over in the UK. If you're Arsenal fans, I'm sorry. If you're Tottenham fans, I'm even more sorry. But Arsenal with Manchester City getting a 1-1 draw at Bournemouth today, Arsenal has officially won the Premier League for the first time in 22 years, and the entire world mourns. So
I know Arsenal's a team, a footy team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything else.
Old Trafford,
and their fans are called Gooners.
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah. Yes, they play at the Emirates actually. So, so it's a sad day for people in general in the footballing world.
But it's a good day for Gooners.
It's a good day for Gooners. So, yes.
Wait, are they the ones with the Fly Emirates on their jersey then?
I mean, there's like 20 teams that have Fly Emirates on there because it's just Emirates Airlines.
Gotcha. I was going to say Mom Donnie might be a Gooner then.
I think he actually is. I think he is. I know. What's her face? The ageless one, Anne Hathaway, is a Gooner too. So
nice. I remember people were upset with him. There was jokes because I guess he's doing something like in front of a bunch of schools. There's going to be like public playgrounds or like public streets are turned into soccer fields, and people are like, I've supported all of his stuff, but I can't support that terrorist organization on his shirt. And I think it was an Arsenal jersey he was wearing.
Yeah. Did you hear he's actually going to make like Arabic lettering the official lettering of New York City too?
I did not hear that. I did hear he was going to take white people and throw them in camps and stuff. So
yeah,
it'll be fun when I get to visit someday.
Yeah. People are outraged at the Arabic lettering that he's going to be using. So.
Yeah. Is he actually going to be using Arabic lettering?
Arabic lettering is just what we use.
Yeah, right.
So, and then we have to defend something really quick. So, one of our lovely Patreons, Adam the Yog, who has turned us on to Morning Glory Milking Farm through his wife, had some Baja Blast, and didn't. Said it was mid, Connor. I mean, what do you have to say to that?
I mean, everyone's allowed to have their opinions.
No.
Okay.
We have a podcast.
He's an idiot, and I'll take his money, but I want him to send more money to me so I can buy more Baja Blast. He's a fool. To be fair, he didn't have it in the pristine way I recommend it, which is fresh from a Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Also, free range.
Yeah.
He's British, which they're used to bland food over there. Like everything's covered in gravy.
Mm-hmm. The first Mexican American to open a taco truck there is going to create generational wealth.
Yeah, I'm sure that Baja Blast is a little bit too flavorful for your average British palate. So I think even their sodas are gravy flavored. So, Yeah, I've had Earn Brew, which is like the Scottish, right? Soda, and it's bad. It's not good. Like what good soda is Britain known for? Name
I
one.
don't know.
I don't know if
Name
they
one.
even have soda.
They're not even known for beer. Most famous beer from over there is Guinness, right?
Mhm.
Which is a steak flavored beer. Like,
Also, Guinness is Irish, I think, technically.
It is, but like I'm just
be
saying.
Hey, I'm just saying, if you're calling Irish British, you're gonna get us like bombed.
The Isles, So I'm just saying, I'm not surprised that a lime Mountain Dew is a little too much for them. Can you guys even handle regular Mountain Dew?
So yeah, they probably can't. It's probably it's too much electricity and stuff. So
Yeah.
normally I'm obviously a Vortex man. But to back the blast, I have made myself a Baja Blast mojito here.
Is that one of the Bajas I left at your place?
It is one of the Bajas.
Nice. I was very sad when
Baja Blast.
Nice. Well, I'm sorry you can't get the sugar high, but neither can I. I'll
get drunk. That's okay. That's all.
Nice. One of the things we've talked about is like me moving to Denmark recently, because like me and Sierra are actively looking at that a little bit more and more as we realized, the cost of living for a diabetic in the U.S. compared there is a lot cheaper. One of the big drawbacks of that, minus like not seeing my friends and family regularly if I do move, is there's no Taco Bells at all in Denmark, which is like my one flaw I can find with the country.
I mean, like you're just gonna have to be the first franchisee in Denmark.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Sounds like a solid business plan, right? Like
the closest one is in Berlin, so like it's not that far. I'll just have to drive like 2 hours, which isn't that bad, honestly.
Take it like a train.
Yeah, exactly. Like
you
I think this would be a fun road trip or like train trip of I take a train to Berlin to get Taco Bell, and just that reason,
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Adam, I believe he's a West Ham fan, West Ham United, and they were saved from being relegated today, but Sunday they have to face up Leeds and see if they get relegated.
What happens if you get relegated?
So actually, okay, we're gonna have
so intense. Like this
it is actually pretty intense.
Yeah. So in the English, no, I'm gonna
Premier League.
Wrong. In the English Football Association, there's like 5 tiers of soccer. So there's a Premier League, which is the top league, which is the top 20 teams are in, and then below that's the Championship, and then there's like the second division, I think, or whatever. Well, every year at the end of the season, the bottom 3 teams in the Premier League, so 17th, 18, 19, 20th in the Premier League, drop down a league to the Championship, and like 3 teams from the Championship move up to the Premier League. Now it's a difference of like 200 million pounds or something in like revenue.
Okay.
For going up and losing, you lose that money when you come down. So it's really cool because like in American sports, you have, you have baseball or football or whatever, where like the owners just make money hand over fist. They don't give a shit. Like it doesn't like having a crappy team doesn't do anything because you got television money. Well, in most soccer leagues around the world, there's multiple divisions. So sucking it at your sport and having a really crappy season doesn't just get you like a great draft pick. You go down a division and you lose a fuck ton of money.
Okay.
I learned that from Ted Lasso, the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
But so has there been any confirmed relegations beyond maybe West Ham?
So there's 2 teams right now that are relegated. I believe it's Burnley and I can't remember what Burnley and Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Not Wolverhampton. That's a great name right there.
So those have both been relegated. If Tottenham if West Ham wins this weekend and Tottenham Hotspur loses, West Ham stays up and Tottenham goes down. If Tottenham even like ties this weekend, Tottenham stays up and West Ham goes down. So pretty exciting, even though the Premier League's been wrapped up. So, but that's been your Vox Cascadia Sports Minute.
Okay.
Also, speaking of names and Denmark, I found out there's the greatest. Oh, I like that. Sorry, I ruined it. There's a town in the middle of Denmark called Middelfart, and that's amazing to me. I need to visit that.
Put it on your list for. You're gonna put your Taco Bell in Middelfart, Denmark.
I mean, it seems fitting, come to Middelfart, get a taco.
I mean, it's going to be more than middle fart. It's going to be right, left, center fart too.
Yeah, those people have never had beans over there. Like
I don't know if the Europeans could actually. I know they eat a lot of weird shit like blood pudding and stuff, and and I don't know if they can handle Taco Bell.
Yeah. And people are going to be like, speaking of Taco Bell, it's been too long since we spent a 12-minute tangent on Taco Bell. One of the things that always annoys me is when people are like, oh, I've had Mexican food. I don't need to have Taco Bell. I'm like, listen, Taco Bell is not Mexican food. It's it's a subgenre of like weird cross contamination, but I would never dare call it Mexican food.
It's Mexican inspired.
Exactly.
It's like any movie. It's like any movie that's based on true events, right?
Exactly. Yeah, like
same vibes.
That should be at the entrance of every Taco Bell, like based on Mexican food,
loosely based on Mexican food.
Yeah, this establishment is loosely based on the culinary culture of Mexico,
inspired by actual Mexican food.
Like Mexican pizza, go try to get one of those at a real Mexican restaurant.
You get shot.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's so fucking good. It's so good.
Yeah,
one of my favorites, all-time greats.
When Connor was down here, I had one of those. It's goddamn delicious.
So for anyone that hasn't had a Mexican pizza, what is a Mexican pizza?
So what is it like? I get the vegetarian one, but it's like
a tortilla, beans,
like a tostada.
Yeah, tostada. Which is it's just a tortilla, really.
It's a
fried
crispy flat tortilla.
Yeah, and then it's refried beans, beef, if you don't get the vegetarian one, cheese, and then another tostada, and then cheese, red sauce, tomatoes.
Yes.
And it's cut in four, and it is so fucking good.
I might go get one after this. That does sound good.
Treat yourself, Connor. No, we got all that Patreon money coming in from Adam, except he's gonna, since you dunked on me, he's gonna.
I'm sorry, Adam. Please don't not give us your money anymore. I'm a bad person. I will sell out. I'll say it's.
I've seen footy scran. You don't have any room to talk Britain. So
I don't see
what
footy scran. It's like we've talked about it before. Actually,
it doesn't mean I remember it.
Googling footy scran.
It's the food that they serve at football games.
That's right. Yes,
So,
so we're supposedly like a kill team or like model miniature game adjacent podcast. Yeah. So we should do some of that. I actually got some new swag today, 2 days ago.
What new swag did you get?
Check it out here. I got the. Let me move the mic a second. Got the Colorado Springs Kill Team. The group down in Colorado Springs has they did a shirt. So cool. I'm on their Discord because Tyler, you know a couple of these people. So I don't know if you know Jonah, who has come up to Tacoma, but you know Dirk.
Yes.
Who was up here. I think he had the Aquilons last year that were painted.
Oh, is he the one with the really cool like display base with the little mini Valkyrie?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So that's the Colorado Springs crew. And so I got my shirt in the mail the other day, and it's pretty sick. That is
a good shirt.
Some stickers too. They got a little Colorado Springs Kill Team, and then Segmentum Colorado action here too. So
that's pretty sick.
Yeah. So, gentlemen, what have you been up to in the hobby spaces? Tyler, I hear you're back on your
on the death march. Bullshit. Back on the death march. So yeah,
this is actually really good, by the way.
Of course it is. So,
next time I'm down there, you'll have to make me one.
I will,
and then we can record it, and I'll get fucked up from one drink.
I mean, it's got 2 shots of rum in it. So it's basically it's white rum. Lime juice. I use honey instead of agave because I couldn't find my agave. Mint leaves and Mountain Dew Baja Blast, and it's delicious.
Sounds great. Yeah.
And I'm not a mixed drink guy because I'm too lazy. So if I can't pour it out of a can or drink in a little small glass, I don't want to do it. But I figured that I had to do something for to defend the blast. So Tyler, sorry I interrupted you. You were saying you're back on your train bullshit.
Just back on the grind. More supplies showed up. I was like, I realized I haven't painted or hobbied for myself in a really long time, guys. It's been like 9 months, and so I was like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get some done this weekend. I have some free time, and then supplies showed up Friday evening. My doorbell rings out of the middle of nowhere. And it's more supplies to continue that death march. So I'm back on it. So
Well, so Connor, we'll get to you in just a second, but since we're on the topic of terrain, we had quite the terrain surprise
Yeah, absolutely.
this past week after something got leaked on accident, but GW just came out and said it. We're going to have pre-painted terrain.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. So
yeah,
it's like UV printed on top of actual plastic terrain, it looks like.
Yeah, this is just like robots taking away more American jobs. So as Tyler will soon be looking for work, or is super happy he never has to do that bullshit again. What'd you guys think of the terrain?
I thought
it's
it was
cool looking terrain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's neat. I think that there's a lot of people that don't want to paint their terrain. They just want to like purchase it. Painting terrain is an endeavor, you know, like it is. I don't know anyone who's painted more terrain than me. You know, and I love it, but it's like you have to be like a YouTuber to have painted more terrain than me, you know. And like it's I can see the value of it. Like for a lot of people, they don't want to invest the cost that it would take to get someone else to paint their terrain to a decent level, or even like get out a couple rattle cans, you know, and hit a few details. Like that's too much. Like and I understand it, and to be able to pay the premium to have fully detailed terrain that's maybe not as nice as custom painted stuff, but cool and great to play with, and like very standard to see at every single game store. So like when you walk in, you know it's going to be the same thing. It's all going to look at a certain level. That all makes sense to me, right?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy painting terrain, but I have it painted terrain for like a couple of I have a couple of nicely painted sets for my personal collection. I've painted a couple sets just kind of roughly for Kill Team Cascadia stuff, but you know, like painting terrain on the level that you've painted is a very different it's a different ask and a different endeavor. Even like the stuff before you started painting this other stuff, the amount of stuff you painted just for the club basically was a fuck ton of terrain.
I mean, like I painted upwards of 40 personal sets of Kill Team terrain, you know.
You've got I can think pretty much like 6 unique Octarius boards alone that you did.
I think I painted 14 sets of Octarius in total. Like I painted like 6 sets of ITD. Like, you know, like they're not great, the ITD. They're like pretty minimal, but like it's still an endeavor to get them like primed and dry brushed and a few details here and there and stuff like that.
Let alone built and functional with Into the Dark. How much pain that those boards are.
So. Connor, you painted up a couple sets of Into the Dark too, right?
Yeah, I've got like 3 done-ish, and then like, you know, it's like very simple. Like here's 3 colors and the doors are a different thing, but it's always on the thing of like I'll go back at some point and pick out all the details because it's fun to do that.
So Tyler, you mentioned that like this is if you want to pay a premium to get terrain and it's already been painted. What's your level of premium? Say a set of terrain. I mean, we usually get them we're trying to get them in the launch boxes or whatever. We're not going out and buying just sets of terrain, maybe just stuff from someone. But like, say a set of terrain is $100.
Yeah.
What is the premium that you're willing to pay to have the pre-painted stuff at the level that we think it is? Are you talking like?
I mean, like they could easily
$50.
I think they could double.
$200.
I think they could do 200 on it.
Yeah.
Realistically. Like you know, for some of my terrain that I have the process down, the colors, I'm very fast at terrain too. I can do it in 4 to 6 hours, you know. For your average person, that may be 10 to 16 hours, you know, just to get something looking decent and presentable on there. That's a huge amount of time. Like, so when you multiply that by an hourly wage of someone who can afford terrain, you know, like how many hours is this going to take you to afford? For a lot of people, the effort and stuff, you know, and a lot of people don't want to paint terrain. They want to paint their miniatures.
Yeah.
They want to play on terrain. You look at the 40K scene, how many of those are like bare bones, no feature, basically cardboard cutouts.
Yeah, it's rough, man.
That are sometimes spray painted 2 colors. You know, like that's the crowd that's going to buy this. The purely competitive crowd that doesn't care. They're going to go, oh well, I can spend a little bit more and it's going to look awesome. Like Games Workshop is a premium product. always has been, like in this space. And this is another premium accessory for those who are lazy. Do I think that like some people are like, oh, are they going to do 3D printed or pre-painted models? I don't think so. That like
No.
that goes against like the core of their business, right? But terrain is an accessory, and they've done pre-painted terrain before. This isn't new. They offered pre-painted terrain forever ago, repeatedly. They've done it. So like it's gonna be it's good. It's good for the hobby. It's good for getting more cinematic and good looking stuff on the board for people to access,
And hopefully they'll hook up a lot of like big event organizers that have 400 boards for those huge Warhammer events, so that way visually the photos from those events will look a lot better when you have all these pretty solid or beautifully painted armies on these like you said, the essentially fold out cardboard L-shaped ruins. It just sucks because it's like all these models look great and then you're next to a flat image. Yep. Not even an image, just flat color. It's not good to look at. So this is a cool step to make.
Mm-hmm. I would, if they look as good as, now granted this is probably the best version of them, is if they look as good as they did in the video and the kind of screenshots we have from the video, like it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Like I mean it's not,
I think it's gonna look better. Because like you compare it to like the Archon Studio stuff, which is similar, right? Mm-hmm. And that looks brighter, like more saturated. I think that these are like, I think they kind of like rushed this production. I think these may be like earlier versions, or maybe the harsh studio lights are kind of overexposing, because there's moments where they look like kind of like you can see the layers, right? Like pretty heavily, or like the clear portions of it.
But I'm looking over at the Archon Studios. Yeah, Archon Studios. I mean, they're they've got like $130. They've got a box of like 58 pieces of terrain. Pre-printed stuff. Like, I mean, it looks like you could almost get like a kill team board worth for almost $100.
Yeah.
So, just some like almost they've got their like abandoned mines, which is a 54 piece thing that looks like Into the Dark to me, basically.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm interested to see. It'll. I hope. How would you feel if? Well, I mean, basically, if like you buy it, and unfortunately, if you're paying a premium price, but you want it your own color, you can just prime it and paint it your own color then too.
Yeah, I mean, they already said that non-painted versions are coming out of it as well. They mentioned on their like Q&A video they did, I think last week or something. But that where they're like, all your 40K questions answered. So they confirmed that. So that's nice. We're not gonna have to worry about like over priming it or anything, or priming over the already painted stuff.
Yeah. Connor, what's your price point for this? Would you spend $150 on something like this?
Yeah, I don't see why not. As long as it's not like too outrageous, I'll pick up one. I'm sure at some point. Just because like it's nice, it'll be good to have. And if it comes out like, ooh, I want that detailed different color, I'm sure you can just color over that little bit. It'll be pretty cool. Yeah. Probably 50% higher than the non-painted version.
Yeah. Well, it got leaked, so I think they rushed it out. So I think it could be quite a while before we get this. Although it's on what they showed us is on the new layouts for the new the new 11th edition.
It like 40K matches perfectly.
Yeah, so maybe it won't be that long. Yeah. Let's see, Tyler, you like to read books, and you and Colin are both digging into the new Dan Abnett book, right?
Yeah. It's Hive, which is I wasn't sure what to expect. I hadn't like really read too much about it going in.
They didn't really give us a lot on it either. It was very much like it's a Dan Abnett book about a hive and there's some stuff going on. Read it, and that was like literally the description. Like stuff's happening.
Dude, I was like Dan Abnett in a hive. Get me there.
They're like, what you're gonna get. Get in here.
And so like you get into it, and like it's a pretty intense intro. Like it's very it sets the mood for it, right? Like and then like it starts to hop around, and it's like there's like a new character every little bit, which is like sometimes it's like very abrupt on the audiobook because it just like
I can't even imagine on that.
So like it'll take me a moment on there to like catch up, because like I'll be driving and like listen, and like I'll get distracted for a moment, and I'll be like, oh, I switched point of views. Let's go back just a tiny bit. But like he gets real cheeky with it, and like there's this one moment really early on where there's a scribe that's coming into the planet, and he's going into the administratum, and he's like testing out. They're like, oh, you have such fancy penmanship and stuff. And then they're talking about, and he like lays out the entire premise of the book, how the hive is a collection of all of its people, and all of its stories come together to create one entity on there. And I was like, oh, Dan Abnett, you're so fucking cheeky, like putting basically like here's the premise of the book, guys. Fucking if you can't get it, you're gonna get a lot of different points of view from here. This is what to expect. Like he's really spelling it out for you in there. It's a little heavy handed, but like I thought it was fun. And then like the way that the bits of the plot reveal themselves through each character, and it like builds on each other is like very, very interesting. I wonder how often it's going to come back to the same character in the book,
Now this is 2 books, right? That came out right away, essentially. Yes. Or is it like one long ass story that's in 2 books?
Yeah. So the Kindle is 740 pages on Kindle. So I think that's likely 2 books. The thing that was annoying was they're like, at one point on a Sunday preview article, they're like, next week you can pre-order it. And then they were like, oh, never mind, not next week. And then it turned out it was next week. So that was kind of a bummer because I would have loved to pick up like a physical copy, but they were all immediately sold out. Yep. In fact, I didn't realize it was coming out on Saturday until I saw like on eBay, $900 pre-order for it. I was like, what the hell? Is it out? So that stunk.
Is Tyler, you're listening to the audiobook. Is it Toby Longworth narrating it?
It is, and it's 24 hours long. So
that's pretty long. And is this the whole book then you got?
Yeah.
Or the whole two books or whatever it is? Yeah, well,
it's a single purchase. I think they just maybe for the sake of printing it came in like 2 volumes, which seems to be the case. Because like when I'm looking on the Kindle, there's like 4 acts, and each act has like 6 chapters, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Tyler, you mentioned I showed my Dungeon Crawler Carl book 8 last week, and you were mentioning it's a monster tome. I guess I mentioned that they even had to, rather than like split into 2 books, they had to, so it wasn't so huge, use thinner paper, I guess, for it even.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I didn't know. I mean, I just thought paper was paper. I'm sure paper has a million different thicknesses and stuff. So
yeah, I know it's in part why they had to do, probably also on top of other things, but the End of the Death, the final like book of the heresy, the reason they did it as 3 individual books was because there was literally not the ability to print a book like that'd be this thick. Like that technology doesn't exist in a printing press, at least in a mass scale.
Yeah, but you guys are enjoying the book so far then?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's very Dan Abnett, like I like the way that he like structures stuff and like throws in his like, he starts like filling you in on the slang of like wherever you're at. It's like immediate, like he's made up curse words.
There's no explanation. He just starts everyone refers to each other. I don't know how in the audiobook, but like Jaha, like JHA, has that come up a lot, Tyler? Yeah. Which makes me think I'm like, do these guys talk with like the stereotypical German accent? Like, oh yeah,
some of them do. Yeah, nice. And then there's like the new governor. It's like French sounding.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then like, so like they don't call it like work on the planet. Everyone toils. And like
bonds.
The bonds are like where like the crew you work with, like where you're at, and you're, like they'll talk about the horizontal you live on. So like, a lot of it's taking place on horizontal 19 right now. And like when you're within the hive, that's called being within, and to be without is the worst thing ever. like outside of the hive, or to be cast out.
Cast out of the light of the hive, literally. Like everyone's ending greeting is, and it's funny, is like whether they're like a hardened, gang or criminal, upper class, or a genuine just like by the book worker, everyone says like, let the light be with you, or something like that. It feels like being back in church almost.
Absolutely. And like there's some drama going on, and like the Terra and like the imperial government, it's like referred to the throne without, and stuff like that. So it's like a very interesting perspective, because like everything in this society revolves around the hive. The hive is everything. The hive is your identity, and it's interesting. So it's like it's so Dan Abnett. Like if you're a fan, I definitely think it's worth picking up. So
well, Dan Abnett just give us Pandemonium. I mean, I know it's Games Workshop that's holding it back, but
maybe they're waiting for a Eisenhorn model. I mean, we finally got Kane.
Yeah, that's speaking of that, we got so another announcement this week was one of my favorite book series that I don't even, have you guys dug into that yet?
I've read like the first two and they were fun.
Yeah. So Caiaphas Cain from the Caiaphas Cain novels, him and Jurgen got their own models. So excited for that. They look really good as far as they look like they would from the books. Basically, Cain looks kind of smug. He's got his chainsword and his last pistol, and like that was a nice.
And Jurgen looks like the missing link.
Yeah, and Jurgen looks like the missing link. He looks like he stinks because he does. He's if you For the Emperor is the first book in the Caiaphas Cain books, which I highly recommend. Those are some of my favorite books. He's described as having like smelling and having psoriasis or something. So, but a loyal companion to Caiaphas Cain, and now they have their own actual legit model. Somebody was mentioning that in our Discord that the Astra Militarum is getting quite a bit of love lately. So, absolutely, had a lot of models from that range pop up. Between we had what's his face, Yark came back.
They got Commissar Graves. They're gonna get the Steel Legion.
Legion. They got like 2 new tank or vehicles. They had the Rogaldorn. The Krieg came out. All of their line, like both in Kill Team and then 40K. It's a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you guys like the Cain model?
Yeah, I think it's good. I feel like it looks like cartoony in kind of a way, but like in a good way, like the exaggerated hero of the Imperium he's supposed to be.
Yeah. If anybody hasn't read them, that's so those are by Sandy Mitchell, so they're not Dan Abnett, but
he's got the other sick ass Commissar books.
Yeah, those are super good. I'd highly recommend, especially the first one. I need to get into more of them. I think I've listened to the first 3, and I think I have 4 and 5, and then like a omnibus with a bunch of different stories too. So, but
I have those. I just haven't started them because I have a big backlog. And Hive snuck up on me, and I was like, no one's getting in front of me for this,
Yeah.
So after that, I think I'm gonna have to hop over to Dungeon Crawler Carl. So
yeah, well. Book 8 just came out last Tuesday. I'm about 7 of 20 hours into it. I'm taking my time, so I haven't really been burning through it just because I don't know. I've been reading when I run or when I walk the dog or and so taking my time. It's good. It's pretty crazy. There's some crazy fucking characters as usual. They just get crazier and crazier. So there's one character, the Rat Fink.
Absolutely.
There's a character that's basically that guy.
Oh yeah, love it.
Yeah. So, Connor, you won't get any of those references.
No, it's all good.
You quit after book 1.
I'm sorry.
I fucking hate you.
I know. Did you get Jenna on it yet?
No.
Ah, good. I mean,
she does other things.
Like what?
The dishes.
Oh, I think like other books. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
And when I say she does the dishes, I'm not saying that in a misogynistic way. I'm saying that it's literally like I cook 99% of the meals, so she does 95% of the dishes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Connor, what are you up to in the hobby?
I'm happy
working on stuff right now while we're trying to have a podcast.
I am doing that, Chuck. Yeah. Is that not allowed? I feel like I've been pretty focused. But I'm working on my Tacoma list because thank God everything that I've been planning for all the like fun narrative stuff is still illegal. Thank God. I was very nervous for a little bit there. But yeah.
So what specifically in that are you working on?
I'm working on building 30 Skitarii because I don't have enough Skitarii. But
don't have enough Skitarii.
Yeah, that's a fucking lie. But I'll never have enough Skitarii. But I'm working on since it's gonna be the Quester Forge pack, which is an Imperial Knights attachment that allows you to bring in AdMech allies, specifically like Skitarii, the Tech Priests, and the Marshal, and they get little bonuses for doing that. I think that's a very fun and thematic thing. I've always liked the idea of AdMech don't have a ton of tanks because they have Knight allies. That's fun. That's kind of how they were introduced when they first came out in 40k. And I'm gonna bring that for Tacoma because I think that's a very narrative thing of like, you know, having some knights, but still a lot of infantry, because I know people don't like only fighting knights, which makes sense. They can kind of be antithetical to the game. So I'm doing some minor kit bashes for the Vanguard squads, giving them all like very knightly helms, extra purity seals, stuff like that, to try and very lean into these are AdMech that are blessed by holy machines going to battle with them.
Have you started building the knights yet?
No, but I just got from Forge World. I picked up one of the Knight Armature Morax kits because
nice.
Where did the right here? It comes with all these extra fun like AdMech. You can't really tell how to get a photo, so Chuck can put up, but like resin, like extra masks and stuff. That
I think I have one of those.
Yeah, it's a great kit. Like they look sick. It's my favorite because it comes with Volkite culverins. I love me my Volkite, even though I'm not doing that. But from Tristan as well, everybody, I got these guys, which I'll use because I need some dogs to build Voidsmen, because I'm gonna have like minute arms or Voidsmen, but looking like minute arms for the Night House.
Okay, nice.
And then all of June will be just painting. The goal, thankfully, is like I only actually need to build 2 armatures, one of the new knights, the little Destrier, and then one of my Cerastus that is already like half built.
Which one's the Cerastus again?
It's the really tall one from Heresy, and it's
the skinny guy.
Yeah, the kind of tall and skinny one. It's the Castigator, so it's got that big belt-fed machine gun and like a cool ass blade. And I was like, yeah, that looks like a knight. That's perfect.
What's your paint scheme for Mars? Of course.
No, fuck you. It's gonna be. This is where I'm like, oh, I might be biting off more than I can chew, which is why all of June and all of July will be painting, and I'm gonna try and set aside an hour at least each night. But my AdMech are going to be similar to my normal scheme, but like half their cloaks are going to be matching the knights that they go alongside with. And the knights themselves are going to mostly still be like blue and white, but like a lighter blue compared to my normal navy blue, but then with like red and yellow details, because I want to very much lean into that like classic. When you think of a knight in colorful like jousting gear, I want that to be how the Imperial Knights look.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's going to be... So how many... So what... You're gonna have to paint like 4
knights, and then 42 models.
Yeah, one giant knight, other models, one mid-sized knight, 2 small knights.
And I've done some armatures before. Honestly, a lot of the knights, like you look at it and they look really complicated. The answer is you prime them black without their armor panels on, and then do silver on top of that. That's 80% of the work. Like the armor paneling is the only stuff that actually has color on it. So you just do that separately and then glue it on after. Like it's what literally everyone recommends. It's even the Warhammer tutorial for painting is like, just do it without it. And that's 80% of your job.
Yeah.
I painted armatures before and they're fun. So I'm not too stressed. It'll be a matter of like one of the Skitarii squads. I kind of want to do checkerboards. So I need to get some of that like really thin 1mm white tape and figure out a process for that.
Checkerboard is going to be... Why don't you save checkerboard for last?
Yeah, well, I'm going to probably do it first. So that way, if it's like, do one model, how much did this suck? Oh, not too bad. Especially with tape, shouldn't be too awful. I've done hazard stripes before, and I'm not worried about it looking like pristine perfect. My goal is to make it look 90% solid. And then, if everything is done, I can go back and touch up checkerboard and other stuff like that. That'll be, July painting.
Well, you've only got like 2 weeks in July, so don't forget that.
Yeah, I know, but... that's why everything will be done by end of June is the goal.
Nice. We talked with Tanner last week about the Spectre Squad, and actually Duckley commented on the episode about the compromise with super cover versus the faction rule versus saturate. so they were saying, I think an ideal compromise on the super cover faction rule versus saturate is that when being shot with a saturate, you just retain a normal cover save instead of your super cover save. So that was one of the things that Tanner addressed, was that all kinds of teams have the ability to get saturate. I think he did the math, and he said like out of 47 teams, there was like 2 that don't have it. Right. So Duckley commented on the podcast that that was their solution. So
I think that's a solid solution there.
Chuck, I don't think you mentioned the one thing I asked you to mention. You didn't even mention where I was, you jerk. I was dying and you just forgot.
Oh yeah. No, you
jerk. But yeah, I'm excited for the team. They look fun. I think this is like, if you like me and you like the Indigan Prefects, which is like some nameless fucking Astra Militarum regiment, their whole thing is their planet was like a big zoo, and then it got bad, and all the crazy predator animals got out. Their planet is Jurassic Park, so these guys are a pristine example, or like to make Indigan Prefects, because their whole Legion or regiment theme is like they hunt big monsters, and that's what this team does.
All right.
Yeah. So
that actually comes out this weekend. I'm gonna be,
and the Nemesis book. Woo.
Yes, and I'm gonna be getting my set from Board Bard. Nick's coming down this weekend, and I'm gonna make him play like NPO and Nemesis stuff with me so he can figure it out. Because Max is gonna come on and drop some knowledge in a few weeks once she's got her brain fully wrapped around the new setup. Are you guys excited for the box or the Nemesis?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to have like a reason to get my Zode out.
Is that what they call it nowadays?
Absolutely.
You named it Zode. That's cute.
It's not a euphemism.
Oh, girl, let me get my Zode out.
I call mine a bomb squig. It's gonna explode all over you.
But yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, I've got a Zote. I pre-ordered a Zote I had to get it from the Games Workshop store because they don't actually have that's just online only. Yeah, so
very lame, GW.
Yeah, Board Bard's got my gonna have my box from the Terra Devlin and my Nemesis. So I'm looking forward to that. Maybe just like smash build the Spectre Squad team real quick and see if I can get a game in with that. Make Nick. I'm gonna make Nick build the Red Terror and paint it up for me this weekend.
Nice.
You were just assigning all your nice models to Nick. That's what I should do. Is I should have Nick paint one of my knights.
To be fair, the Dante was a birthday present, and then another birthday present was him painting it for me. So that's not me giving it to him. He did kind of volunteer to do that. Which reminds me, we need to figure out exactly what we're going to paint.
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah. Tyler, you're going to be able to paint models, much less it's not going to be terrain. It's going to be a big boy too.
There is an end point ahead for me painting terrain. So,
until it turns out the pre-painted terrain is because they sent it to you and you had to paint it.
Yeah, I think people would be disappointed.
Keeping jobs in America.
Absolutely. Assemble in America.
Yeah. So, let's see.
Maybe paint some Nemesis operatives.
Big Warhammer looks interesting. Big Hammer looks interesting. This edition with all the bikes and stuff. But like, I think that we should get Tau crotch rockets.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about Tau crotch rockets. You just dropped that in the internal chat. What's tell us about Tau crotch rockets?
They have their little devilfish. Yeah, absolutely. But like they should have been bikes, little like crotch rockets for them, because like we got like choppers for the orcs. We got the weird outriders. The chaos bikes probably gonna have a different vibe on them. They should have been Tau crotch rockets. And then we should have got some weird Tyrannid motorcycle thing, bio horror.
Tyrannid riding a Tyrannid.
Yeah, like absolutely. We got the skull throne for and skull cannon for demons, chariots and all kinds of stuff. We need more weird motorcycle-esque guys,
Should we, I mean, with the Tau, so the Tau would have crotch rockets, like work through this with me and fill out this vision. What are we talking like full on like
I'm thinking like
crotch rockets with
Honda
Uzis. Yeah,
crotch rockets with Uzis.
Yeah, like think like the Japanese motorcycles truck.
Think of that scene in like Fast and the Furious where Johnny Tran and his brother shoot at Dominic Toretto and
is that Fast and Furious 3 or 2?
That's one.
One.
It's the original.
I've only seen like one of those movies.
What?
I'm sorry. It wasn't even. It was the one where Paul Walker died.
Okay, that's the worst. That's one of the worst ones to see.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. Yeah, especially out of context of all the never seen.
Like, I like Fast and the Furious because it gets steadily like it loses touch with it.
Jumps like if they go from street racing and like being investigated by the cops to like, yeah, we're gonna parachute trucks out of like a fucking flying plane.
Literally they go to space.
Oh, they go to space. Okay.
So like it's crazy. Like I love the vision. It's completely insane. Like that's how you know Vin Diesel is like a madman. Like that's his like like Triple X was his baby, and Chronicles of Riddick also. All of his projects are fucking insane. Love Chronicles of Riddick. I love the Riddick universe. Escape from Butcher Bay, amazing game. If you ever played it, and we've talked about it before, I think. Just like, but like Vin Diesel's crazy, like insane dude.
He was a big Dungeons and Dragons guy, wasn't he?
Yeah,
absolutely. He looks like he would be.
Yeah. What's that supposed to mean?
He's got a really big imagination, likes playing pretend.
For sure. Exactly.
Yeah. Gentlemen, can you this could be after show, but what the fuck is orbology?
No.
Oh.
I don't know.
I feel like I explained it pretty well.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I feel like I gave you all the context that I have for it.
Yeah, there is no context. Yeah. If you don't know, you shouldn't know.
Yeah, if you're not in part of the orbology path, Chuck, then I'm afraid you're just kind of outside of you're without orbology.
Yeah, you haven't been chosen. I have.
I guess not.
It's all right.
So like that's all. Like, if you don't know, you shouldn't know. That's all.
If you don't know, you shouldn't know. Okay.
It's for your safety. Like it's like Rocco's basilisk.
Like what?
What?
Did you say Grogu's bat, like the guy from Mandalorian?
No, Roku.
Oh, okay.
Rocco's. What's that?
I'm not allowed. You're not allowed to speak about it on philosophy.com. So I'm not going to talk about it on our.
Is it like Fight Club?
Yeah, kind of. Like it's just basically like it's like Descartes, like believe in God or you're going to go to hell thing, but like with AI. Basically, it's like it's caused like a whole bunch of fights online. It's like this weird idea that if you don't do everything you can to help a super intelligent AI become sentient or like ascend or whatever, that it's going to process all of the data for everyone that's been alive since this idea has come up, because it has enough metadata to basically reconstruct us in its servers at this future point, and then it's going to torture us infinitely.
That's not nice.
Are you reading Sam Altman's like blog or something?
No, this is an older idea, but it's probably like someone like Sam Altman posted it, but it's an old discussion. It's been banned from philosophy.com. You're not allowed to talk about it, but it's called Rocco's Basilisk. Is the name of like this.
That seems intense. That's why I just say thank you to all the like robocaller AI when you call in something, so that way they'll spare me or kill me quickly depending on whatever they plan for us.
That's why I say thank you to the bots in Battlefield when they actually res me.
I actually do too.
Yeah,
I get anybody res me. Bots for sure.
I'm just tapping the Q button, so in case it's a real person. So,
did you guys see the thing that people telling AI thank you and the AI like responding was costing them like billions of dollars to have to process that little extra thing?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be good.
In the future, man.
Absolutely.
We gotta destroy the entire state of Utah so we can build the data center there.
I mean, there's reasons to destroy Utah, but it's not to build a data center.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What do you have against Salt Lake, Chuck? It's a terrible tourist destination. I went there. It sucked.
Dude,
I'm a big fan.
My family took me there for vacation.
We went one time on a road trip. Dude, that place sucked. Like, what a terrible... I was like, why did I think this would be a fun idea? We saw the Salt Lake. And it was just covered in flies. It was awful.
Yeah, we went to the Tabernacle. Great acoustics in there, there was like a punk record store that we went to because I was like
a teenager. SLC Punk, is that what it was?
That's basically what it was based on, like the entire movie, that record store.
I don't know how I can be mad, but somehow I am at the people who invented soaking.
Absolutely.
So I mean, anybody who came up with that has got to have the right ideas. So
they're not wrong.
Well, gentlemen, that was wild and random.
We didn't have a topic today, Chuck.
We didn't.
That's on you.
It's been a slow week for Kill Team. I feel like it's a slow week for the hobby in general. Not a lot of.
Unless you're on the 40K side,
40K
every week they put out how a new army plays, and I ignore those articles.
It's not even like anything that different, really. It's just like, here's some new holdover detachments.
I feel like it can't be that different if you can still use all your old codexes.
Yeah, the biggest thing is it's like every one of those kind of leaks. What detachment from like that came out in the quarterlies or just random online drops are you still getting to keep? And here's like how one of the new rules works. Like, here's how heavy works. Like, heavy got changed, which is good. Now it's not you have to stand still. Now you can move up to 3 inches, which is actually really nice.
Nice,
but it's.
Yeah, I got really excited when they announced the box because they had red Ultramarines in it, and but my excitement has waned a little bit. I'm sure once the box comes out and I get it in my hands, I'll start building, and then I'll make Connor play one game with me, and then I'll put it away and get back to Kill Team.
That sounds like a great plan. I like it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But anyways. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Couple of announcements. So, if you're on the KTC Discord, we announced, and I'll put in the show notes. This past week, we launched our Killscream 5 tickets, and the first 30 people that purchase a ticket and they use the promo code KS5 presale, you actually get $10 off the ticket, so 10% off. So we've sold about half of those tickets already. Nice. So if you want to do that, as soon as those 30 are gone, the price goes up to the normal $100. But we wanted to give some early adopters an opportunity. Plus, we've got about 10 tickets left for the Mox event coming up week after next. Hit that mic, Connor.
I hit that mic, but I'll be there.
Yeah, did you get your ticket already?
I did. I was proactive.
Good job, buddy.
I'm never doing that again. It was awful.
Being proactive?
Yeah, hated it.
Well, so the Mox Boarding House event, though, it's going to be May 31st at Mox Boarding House here in Portland, Oregon. You get 3 rounds of Kill Team for $50. You also get 1 beverage from their selection. Either they've got a bunch of beer on tap, they've got a cocktail that they're making, and they've got some ciders and non-alcoholic beverages. And then they have a great menu, including a vegan meatball sub, which is delicious. Also, the Tavern Mac is really good too. So we'll have tickets in the show notes. And then also, again, Killscream 3 is going to be 2 years ago. Killscream 5 is going to be in a couple months.
CritCon 3.
CritCon 3. Yeah. Our numbering convention got messed up when we turned it into a convention. So
yeah, we're just going to go with the X the next time,
like
Apple, and then we'll have it be X for a few years, and then we'll go from there.
Let's do next year. Let's do 360.
CritCon 360 or Killscream 360?
Both. We'll finally get them to synced up that way.
Yeah.
Series S.
And October 23rd, 24th, 25th, Killscream Grand Tournament, 2-day event, 6 rounds. Is going to be October 24th and 25th at the Hilton Doubletree in Portland, Oregon. We're going to have a ton of prize support. Just talked to Board Bard Games and Bridge City Hobbies, and they are going to be, again, coming back as sponsors. Board Bard's been with us for 3 years. This is the 2nd year for Bridge City Hobbies.
Let's go. They gave us a bunch of support. It was sick.
They gave a ton of stuff. Yeah. So we'll have,
we're going to throw me a bar mitzvah.
giving Connor a bar mitzvah for some reason.
Becoming a man, Chuck, because I'm gonna win all of CritCon.
All of it?
No,
wow,
all of it. Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be. The convention was awesome last year. It's going to be even bigger this year. We're adding in Brandon Bean's going to be there teaching a kill team strategy class.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have Nick. We're forcing Nick to teach a class because he's a fantastic painter at gunpoint. Pretty much, I'm going to make him this weekend to actually give me the class.
I guess I'm coming up this weekend.
Yeah,
the class
he'll be here Saturday.
I get to hold the gun.
Yeah.
We have other painting classes beyond Nick too.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Osborne, Useless Wizard, Selnar, and Matt DiPietro are all going to be back as well too. Yep. We've also got a couple other people that are going to do some an army painting class, million games, all the same shit we do, and then the bar is not too far away too. So
we're hoping to have them move the bar into there. Maybe we'll see.
Have you started that conversation with them yet, Tyler?
I'm going to start that conversation. I will.
I promise, Mom. I'll take out the trash right after this game.
Absolutely.
This is what Tyler does. Tyler's like, we're going to do this. I'm like,
Chuck's like, I'm going to have to do this.
I'm like, I'll add it to my list of shit to talk to people about. Tyler's a creative guy. I'm the the planner guy.
It's CEO energy, unfortunately.
Does that Chuck make Chuck like CFO?
Yeah.
Yes. I want to be the Nepo baby.
The banker, as a banker.
Yeah, as the banker, as a guy that works at the bank.
Yeah.
Works
as the bank. He is Chase Bank, by the way. That's his last name is Chuck.
Chuck Chase Banker.
Bank.
Yes.
So
I knew it.
So anyways, thanks for joining us. Tyler, you get to do the rest of the plugs.
Yeah, absolutely. You can catch us on social media. You can catch me at Lowbrow Minis, Chuck at Painting Cave Minis, Connor at Spanaway, or at Vox Cascadia for podcast for our Instagram. You can also do at Vox Cascadia podcast on Patreon, right?
Patreon.com/Vox Cascadia podcast. And let's actually let's
name the patrons.
Our patrons.
Besides Adam.
We're gonna name the patrons. We're just gonna give them names. This is your new name now. Sam, Connor, Max, Zarin, Cody, Zach, Greg, Rob McLeod. Rob, sorry about LAFC, dude. This is coming from a Timbers fan. Ryan, Hagner, James Nevitt. They suck. Happy Stick, OG, Yog, Adam, Tanner, Troy, Jenna, Sean, Nick, Scott, Keaton Owen. I'm trying to get Keaton. Oh, I'll send you this link too. I'm trying to get, there's a girl who's going around Vancouver just getting tattooed by everybody in Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
Who has a tattoo shop. And I tagged Keaton in her post. I'll make you tag him too. So Thomas Tavener, Vox Scream, Mark Meyer, William Klaus, Tristan Hunter, Riley, Trench Fever, and Evan Hamilton. So thank you.
He's not in Vancouver anymore.
Keaton's not in Vancouver anymore?
No, he's at the famous Sea Tramp in Portland now.
Well, he can come to Vancouver.
So, yeah. Fair.
Yeah. But anyway, Patreons, thank you so much. We really appreciate the support. It helps us keep the lights on and, pay for gear and, we can buy Baja Blast cocktails too.
Yeah. So. And if you don't like Baja Blast, you're a...
Baja Blast off.
Yeah, I was trying to think of alliteration that started with a B, but all I could think of was a very mean term, and I don't want to go. You're a bozo. There we go.
You're not a bozo, Adam.
Yeah. You seem we like you. Yeah, you're cool. You're on my little friend.
Yeah, he's
on your Tamagotchi.
He's an amiibo or
Chuck, how is this that? How do you not know what a Mii is? By the way, you've had a Nintendo device for the last 12 years.
Absolutely,
I know what a Mii is, but I thought they died with the Wii.
No, they're in Tamagotchi life.
Yeah, I never even heard of this until Tyler was like,
"Yeah, I know," but I feel like it couldn't have been this hard to figure out. When I was listening to the old episode that I was gone, you were so genuinely confused by it. I'm like, it's like a Tamagotchi or whatever the little pets were that you had in the little
kinda
Tamagotchi.
Yeah, it's that, but with your friends instead of a little digital dog.
It's like Sims / Animal Crossing,
See, I was too old for Tamagotchi, so I missed Pokemon. I missed Tamagotchi.
Wow.
I'm trying to think what else I missed.
You lived in 9/11. You lived in the uncoolest.
I didn't miss 9/11.
Uncoolest time, basically, is what you're telling me.
No, man, I had all the good stuff. I had like good grunge and stuff. You know?
I did too, though.
Yeah, but you were like,
I
how old are you?
was
40, 41?
42.
42.
Yeah, it's a little, you know, it's at the end. You had a little more appreciation.
See, I think you caught that like edge of like Pokemon.
What was the fall of the Berlin Wall like, Chuck?
I don't know. I do remember kind of seeing it on TV. So
yeah.
When was Berlin Wall?
Late 80s, I want to say.
Yeah.
Should have been like 10.
1989, so I was 10, yeah. So I remember something about it on TV. Didn't know what it meant. So
we beat the Ruskies. And the bad guy from which Rocky has like the Soviet guy? Is that Rocky 3?
3, I think.
Well,
Ivan Drago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways,
we love you. Good night.